Nobody wants to see this Dallas Mavericks team in the playoffs. The Mavericks are 9-1 over their last 10 games, and they are coming off a huge win over the Sacramento Kings, 132-96, for their 5th straight victory, and it gives them the all-important 6th spot in the Western Conference. Luka Doncic had 28 points and Kyrie Irving had 24, as the dynamic duo was on full display once again. Following a 3-game losing streak to kick off March, the Mavericks have won 9 of their past 10 games, with the only loss being a road defeat against the Oklahoma City Thunder, a game in which Luka Doncic sat out due to hamstring tightness. ESPN's Brian Windhorst discussed what he heard about the Mavericks in recent days, and I quote, "Dallas is a team that, as I talk to people in the league, I talk to coaches, I talk to scouts, several different times in the last 7 to 10 days, people have been like, we just played Dallas and man, they're scary. Or I just saw Dallas and man, they look good." You hear it once, you hear it twice. It's like, okay, yeah, I've heard it before, but Dallas is starting to show some teeth. Before we continue on, do me a solid, everybody. Hit that like button and smash that subscribe button down below, Mavs fans, for more content just like this. You guys have been awesome, showing me love on this channel. Let's keep it going. You look at Dallas's recent success, it has them in the Western Conference at 43-29, and they are in that 6th spot, as they are ahead of teams like the Kings, who they just beat. They have another matchup against the Kings coming up, and the Phoenix Suns. And if the Mavs can hold on to that number 6 seed, it would be huge, because that means you avoid the postseason playing tournament altogether. And when you look at the Mavericks' success, the biggest reason behind it is the play of the superstar duo Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. These guys are healthy, they're playing with each other, they're building their chemistry as the games go on, and boy oh boy, we have seen these guys truly flourish playing alongside each other. As you look at Doncic, MVP candidate, he leads the league in scoring, averaging 33.9 points per game to go along with 9.8 assists, 9.1 rebounds. Crazy numbers. And then you look at Irving, he's quietly having one of his best seasons, and it's easy to be overshadowed and overlooked when you play alongside a player who's as great as Luka, but you got to give Kyrie a lot of credit. He's been putting up 25.3 points, 5.3 assists, and 5 rebounds per contest. So it's been a great fit, great duo, and you know, it took some time for these guys to develop that chemistry that we've seen last season when the Mavs made the trade for Kyrie Irving. It led to them missing the playoffs, but now we see it in front of our eyes, right? A full season together with the supporting cast. These two look good enough together where they can lead this Mavericks team to a championship. And Luka Doncic spoke about Kyrie Irving following the win against the Kings, and he said, and I quote, "He's the Batman, I'm the Robin." So Luka Doncic giving his flowers to Kyrie Irving, who again has been very magnificent over this last stretch of play for the Mavericks. And outside of Doncic and Irving, you got to give a lot of credit too to the trade deadline acquisitions of Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington. When these trades went down, I was a huge fan of it. And you see the impact that Gafford and Washington has brought to this Mavericks team. It has been immediate. They have helped give the Mavericks interior presence that they lacked. Their defense has been much better with these guys in the rotation. Gafford averaging 11.8 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks in 20 games for the Mavs, while Washington is putting up 10.7 points and 6 rebounds per contest. So you see it, right? The defense has been a lot better. The Mavericks, they're firing on all cylinders, and down the stretch and in the playoffs, opposing teams are going to struggle to defend both Luka and Kyrie, and Dallas is now even more dangerous because they have this supporting cast that can contribute as well. I mean, they're going to have as good of a chance as any other team to realistically make a deep run if they continue to play as well as they have been. And you look at the consistent availability of their superstar backcourt, a much more improved defense. The Mavs are clicking, guys, and the good results the Mavericks have had is coming despite them not having the best 3-point shooting. As you know, the Mavericks have had underwhelming perimeter shooting as of late, but we saw in that game against the Kings, 22 made 3-pointers, converting it at 56.4%. So that's how scary this team is. Dallas, if they continue to play as well as they have been, defending well, and that 3-ball continues to fall with efficiency, man, that's going to make this team even that much more of a nightmare to deal with. So this Mavericks team, they are looking good. And I got to talk about Luka once again, guys, in particular, because he's got to receive more love in this MVP race. The numbers have been unbelievable. Doncic is going to be the first player in NBA history to average 33.9 points, 9.1 rebounds, and 9.8 assists during a season. And he not only leads the league in scoring, but he's doing it so efficiently. He's shooting at 48.7% overall and 37.4% from deep. His points, assists, three-point shooting averages are all a career best. And now he's got a good supporting cast. And you can tell Doncic, he's happy, he's enjoying this. And Doncic, he's thriving by having this competent team, as he is showing why he's arguably the best player in the world right now. And with all that being said, I mean, certainly the job isn't finished for Doncic, but if things keep trending the way that they have been, the Mavs winning 9 of their last 10, and they keep on climbing the standings, you gotta go back to the Luka Doncic MVP conversation and really buy stock when it comes to it, because although, you know, the Mavericks are not going to have as good of a record as teams like the Thunder, Nuggets, or Celtics, you got to take into consideration what Luka has meant to this team, the changing of the roster. I mean, Luka, when it's all said and done, he should have a great shot to win his first career MVP. I think it goes to Jokic or Luka, really. That would be my opinion on this. And Luka Doncic, you cannot argue against the fact that he deserves this MVP, because man, oh man, the results have been there, the numbers have been there, and he just impacts this team in so many ways. So right now, Luka Doncic and the Mavericks, they're trying to finish up the season strong, but the Mavs continue this pace, they are going to be a nightmare for whoever crosses their path come playoff time. They can hang with the best of them. And right now, when I look at this Western Conference, if I had to say today, I'm going Nuggets or this Mavericks team to get out of the West, because this Mavericks team, they have what it takes, and I think they would go up against the Nuggets well in a 7-game series. They beat them most recently, Kyrie with that ridiculous game winner, so it's going to be fun, Mavs fans. If this team continues to play as well as they have been, this team is going to have a serious shot, in my opinion, to get out of the Western Conference. And I know that's music to Mavs fans' ears, because they made it to the Western Conference Finals a few seasons ago. They came up short. They want to get back to the NBA Finals. So let me know your thoughts on this team, guys. Mavs Nation, how are you feeling about the Mavericks' chances as we close out the regular season and get into the playoffs? Obviously, there's still so many more important games for this Mavericks team to try to continue to climb up the standings, as they want to remain in the top 6. So still a lot to be determined, but let me know your thoughts, guys. Hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. That is it for me. Lucas signing off. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next video.